Right now, as you're watching this very video, some of the world's most unique species are taking their final, silent steps toward extinction. This isn't a problem for the future, not someday. It is happening today. They are still alive, but just barely. And if nothing changes, they may disappear forever within our lifetime. Deep in the remote Annamite mountains of Vietnam and Laos lives an animal so elusive and rare it's often called the Asian unicorn, the saola. It was only discovered by science in 1992. Since then, almost no one has seen it alive in the wild. Not because it's ancient, but because it's vanishing. Illegal wire traps meant for other animals kill saolas silently and indiscriminately. No hunting, no warnings, just wire and death. Fewer than 100 may remain. A species discovered almost too late, but there's still hope. Rangers remove snares, communities protect forests, support saola conservation today before silence becomes permanent. 1. The kakapo, the flightless parrot, 150-310. The kakapo is a unique parrot, a gentle giant of the forest floor that forgot how to fly. For millions of years, it evolved without predators. Then humans arrived, bringing new dangers: rats, cats, dogs. By the 1990s, only 51 kakapos were alive. Every single bird now has a name, a tracker, a human guardian. Even with this intensive help, one disease outbreak could end them forever. Their survival is monitored minute by minute. Today, fewer than 300 kakapos survive on predator-free islands. Rangers track every heartbeat, every chick. Their future is fragile, yet hopeful. Protect the islands, fund the guardians. So the night booms never fall silent. 1. The vaquita, the world's rarest marine mammal, 310-430. The vaquita lives in one place only, the northern Gulf of California. This small, unique porpoise is found nowhere else on Earth. It's smaller than a dolphin, shy, silent. Illegal fishing nets kill them accidentally. Today, fewer than 10 vaquitas remain. Not 10,000, not 100. 10. When the last one dies, an entire species will vanish without a sound. But there is still hope. When nets are removed and patrols persist, vaquitas survive. Support sustainable fishing and share their story. Silence isn't destiny. 1. Wollemi pine, a living fossil tree, 430-550. This tree survived dinosaurs, literally. The Wollemi pine was thought extinct for 2 million years. Then, in 1994, it was rediscovered in a remote Australian canyon. Only a few wild trees exist. Conservationists now guard the secret groves. And to ensure its survival, botanical gardens propagate seedlings for future forests. But fire, disease, or climate change could still erase it from the wild forever. A second extinction would be final. But with care, this living fossil may just outlive us all. 1. Plowshare tortoise, priceless and doomed. This magnificent tortoise, a living sculpture of evolution, lives only in a tiny corner of Madagascar. It's gentle, slow, harmless, but its beauty is its curse. Collectors will pay tens of thousands of dollars for one. This insatiable demand fuels illegal trafficking that has pushed it to the very edge of existence. Fewer than 100 remain in the wild. Sometimes rarity doesn't protect a species. It makes it more valuable to destroy. But there is hope. In Madagascar, community patrols are guarding their last habitats, and in sanctuaries, breeding programs offer a fragile lifeline for their future. By supporting these efforts, we can help ensure this priceless creature doesn't become just a memory. This is Franklin's bumblebee. A vital pollinator, it once graced wildflowers and crops with its gentle hum, a familiar sight across its native range. Its territory stretched across parts of North America, a crucial link in the delicate web of life. Then, a wave of change began. New pesticides arrived, silently poisoning the nectar these bees relied on. At the same time, its precious habitat disappeared, paved over and replaced. The decline was alarmingly swift. The last confirmed sighting was in 2006. Despite extensive searches, it may already be extinct. Without pollinators like this one, entire ecosystems and the food systems we depend on begin to collapse. Sometimes extinction starts small, with the quiet disappearance of a single bee, and then it spreads everywhere. But recovery is possible. Plant native flowers, reduce pesticides, protect pollinators, so life keeps blooming. 1 Enset, false banana, Africa's hidden lifeline, 830-950. This remarkable crop feeds over 20 million people in Ethiopia. Farmers harvest the stalk, ferment the pulp, and turn it into kocho, a nutritious bread that sustains families year-round. It survives drought, poor soil, and extreme conditions. But now, a combination of disease and climate stress are pushing this ancient crop toward collapse. If Enset disappears, entire communities will face devastating hunger. Thankfully, scientists and local growers are sharing disease-resistant varieties and traditional knowledge to protect this lifeline. With support and smarter climate planning, Enset can keep feeding millions. Proof that saving crops means saving people. Extinction isn't just about animals, it's about human survival too. Why On the Brink matters. Extinction doesn't happen overnight. It's a quiet, creeping process that happens slowly. When populations shrink below a critical threshold, when vital habitats fragment into isolated islands, and our collective attention fades. Saving species on the brink is always easier than reviving the extinct. We must act before silence replaces life. We can protect habitats and support local stewards. We can choose products that spare our forests and seas. We can back the science, restoration, and smarter policy that gives nature a fighting chance. Small choices multiplied pull life back from the edge. Join us. Act today, and let's keep the wild alive. These species are not just history, sealed away in dusty journals. They are urgent warnings, sent from the brink of oblivion. What happens next is not yet written. The future depends on our collective awareness and our immediate action. If remembering the life that once was truly matters, subscribe to Lost Life on Earth. Because extinction itself isn't inevitable. Our indifference is. But awareness becomes momentum. Share this story. Support local conservation. Stay curious. Together we can turn the tide. Subscribe for new episodes every week.